And so everybody got their things back. Then they had to go up. Well, we went to bed at, let's see, that was, we went to bed, it was after 11:30 when we went to the room. I helped Susan, the gal in charge, she was in one of the tents, and we went over there and got all her stuff up because she was kind of scared to sleep out in the tents now that this happened. And there's one more guy. They caught one, but they didn't get the other one because they don't have her camera. And we went back there and looked all around. Of course, it was dark. You can't see too much, thinking maybe he dropped it in the bushes or something. But anyway, that was all our excitement. And then they said, well, we're getting up at 5:30 because we're leaving and going to another game reserve. And here we woke up at 5:30 for our call. And then they called back and they said, no, sorry, we can't get papers through or something or other. We will have breakfast at 8:30. So here we are sitting here now at 6 o'clock almost, and we're all packed because we did it last night to be on the ball so we wouldn't be late. So what we'll do is we'll go down there and see if we can scrounge some coffee and biscuits and just read the newspaper or sleep on the veranda or something. Anyway, all this excitement, and now you got a whole bunch of little gals all by themselves, 10 little ladies, they're all a Twitter there because wondering if the sheik is going to come in their room tonight. Well, we never did get to leave until 3:30 in the afternoon because the folks that had the camera stolen had to go to the police station from 10 o'clock in the morning until 3. And they had to keep signing papers after papers after papers. Betty says you just couldn't believe it. And the lawyers were there, the judge was there, the criminals were there with their hands in shackles. They caught both of them, and they got Susan's camera. He threw it in a ditch. They caught the one at 3 o'clock in the morning trying to board a train to Delhi. Oh, and what a crew they had there from the hotel and from the police department. They sent them out and they combed all the fields around, and they found the one guy on the road, carrying a duffel bag full of cameras there. And they got the other one as he got on the train. The train was leaving, the last train, it was leaving, and he jumped on, and one of the waiters from the dining room was there in the hunt too, and he saw him, a shadowy figure, jump on the plane, and he ran, and the other guy ran into the bathroom, and this guy just broke into the bathroom and grabbed him by the hair, and it was him. Well, they do beat up their people, I have to say that. The poor guy is hollering, and a bruised face and bloody nose. Anyway, they were the ones. They took everything, and the people got everything back, but they had to go to the station. And it was marvelous that they got out in one day's time, because in most countries it takes a very long time. It's not today, it's not tomorrow, it's later. But anyway, Betty was there, and the cameras were there, and they kept asking her to take their pictures, and they would line up, the police chief with all his gentlemen, and then she'd get ready to put the camera away, and then oh wait, there's more in another room, and then more people here and more, and the guard that was guarding the prisoners in the one cell, and he had his gun, and he's standing at attention there, smiling, and she's taking his picture with him there, and the prisoners on the floor, on mats on the floor. She took over 60 pictures. They kept coming out, and she has addresses. She says it's going to cost her a fortune to send these pictures back to them. And when they got done, they all waved goodbye. The police chief and the judge, they were all outside waving goodbye, goodbye. You can't believe this. It is like nothing we ever knew or known as court procedure. It's not like LA law. But anyway, these guys are going to jail, and this could be as much as 10 years just for stealing the cameras. I mean, they don't fool around. They don't have the crime, because when you get caught, boom, That's it. So anyway, we got out of there at 3:30, and we got to Jaipur at 7 o'clock. We were supposed to have our lunch there, and we went and had dinner there. And the Jaipur had so much pollution there, you could hardly breathe. And with the lights of the cars, it was just like you could cut it with a knife. Oh, it's terrible.